Wow, what a week. Hot sauce challenges.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna regret that in an hour.
I got so much. Oh, it burns!
Diddy Kong impressions.
And Diddy Kong. They don't.
And clean dubs.
Oh! Oh my gosh!
Week 3 of Manchester Esports competition has been, for lack of a better word, crazy. Hello, I'm Victor Lee, aka Mayer Dinwo, and this is your Spartan Recap. League of Legends kicked off Manchester's third week of competition against Purdue in a best-of-3. Unfortunately, they lost the series 2-1. Game 1 of the series was pretty rough, but crazy shot calls from Gabriel, aka Armstrong Boys, really kept Manchester in the game. And this also includes insane plays from Caleb, aka Erquin, and CK, aka Akira. Unfortunately, Manchester couldn't keep that momentum in the next 2 games, and Purdue bested Manchester 2-1 in the series. An hour later, Smash competed against Cleveland State in the best-of-3. Junior Matthew, also known as Grimbo, led the team off with some exciting gameplay.
Yeah, and I was talking to Grimbo earlier. He said this is a terrible matchup for
Manchester got a lead and ran with that lead. They ended with Senior August, also known as Augment, taking CSU's singular stock. Game 2 was led by freshman Duck, also known as Clay, taking 4 stocks off of CSU. Freshman Scrubbed Out, or Landon, came in and took 2 stocks, and Senior James came afterwards to try and end the series, but CSU actually forces a 3rd game. Game 3 was led by Grimbo, and he made quick work of CSU's lead. He took off 3 stocks while also losing 2 in the process. After losing his last stock, Duck tags in for Grimbo and takes a convincing 5 stocks. And finally, Scrubbed Out comes in to take the final stocks, having Manchester win the series 2-1. Wednesday was Rocket League's first actual competition since the start of the season, and unfortunately we lost, but we did have some shining moments. There were a lot of great moments from all 3 players, but freshman Ben, aka Cool, really shined out.
Ben puts it in.
Nice. Quad to Maddie. I thought Maddie had a shot there, but Maddie just puts it off the side of the post and let's just pass it back to Maddie.
They're keeping it up.
Smash had another match Thursday, but this time it was at Nace. Now, if you don't know, Nace is where the best competition is at, and Manchester definitely performed. Smash beat University of North Carolina Greensboro, but it took a lot of fight for us to get that dub. For game 1 of the series, we led Duck, our freshman, and he unfortunately got 3 stock. But that just shows the true nature of Nace and the players within it. These guys are ready to compete. But don't forget, we came ready to compete as well. Senior James came in and took off 5 stocks to put Manchester back on the board. Now Manchester is still trailing by 1 stock in the game, so we had to find some momentum somewhere. We send out Scrubbed Out to get that momentum. Scrub gets a pretty decent 3 stocks off of Greensboro, but we're still trailing by 1 stock. And that's when we send in August. Aug comes in and takes Hero's last stock. But that means he's going to be trailing a stock in the last bout. Unfortunately, Aug loses to Greensboro's Snake, and that means Greensboro's up 1-0 in the series. Game 2 was led by Duck, and this time around it was a lot different. He took 2 stocks off of Greensboro's Min-Min, but unfortunately lost the bout. We then sent in Grimbo to take the last stock off of Greensboro's Min-Min, and it was a well-earned stock. And Grimbo continues to show off by absolutely tossing Greensboro's hero around. But you have to lose sometimes. Grimbo loses his last stock to the most technical snake of all time. Scrub subs in for Grimbo to pick up steam and end the series for the Spartans. And man, he might as well be a freaking train.
That was an amazing read. Yeah. Fax just checked. So like we have like snake experience. He does not have me sword fighter experience. That's woo. Whatever.
Yeah, you saw that right. The kid's a freaking monster.
But oh, yeah. I'm so stuck.
Scrub forces a third game where we're looking good. Manchester is firing on all cylinders for this game, and we get the salty run back for Duck, and he doesn't disappoint.
Right there. There we got it. What did I say?
Getting the run back on the.
I'm not sure.
I mean, what can I say? From getting 3 stock to living in this Terry's head rent-free. And then, not only that, he gets a 4th stock off a snake. Dude, he's a dog. Duck does end up losing the bout, but we still got Scrub. Scrub takes out Greensboro's snake, but unfortunately drops to their Yoshi.
There we go.
And gets it.
Grimbo starts out heavy, winning his bout against Yoshi while dropping 2 stocks.
Like most things. That was such a good.
Even with only 1 stock, Grimbo still finds a way to get a stock off their hero. And now for the finale of the series. All this for the win, and we send out the guy we can trust the most, James.
That's a.
James only needs to take 2 stocks to win the series. And James easily finishes that task and gives Manchester the win, improving their record to 1-0 in Nace. Saturday's Smash goes on to play against Bethel and Gleck, and we lead with Scrubbed out. Scrub takes 3 stocks while losing 1 in his first bout, and then goes on to take another 2 stocks. Mitch comes in to clean up Samus, but loses a stock in the meantime. Mitch drops his final stock to Luigi, and we send out James to end the game. Game 2 was led by Duck, and he gets an easy 3 stocks. Bethel reacts with their Luigi to slow down Manchester's momentum, and they did that. Clay is taken out by the Luigi, and Manchester answers with freshman Caden, aka Pittsburgh, and he wins his bout 3 stocks to 1. Caden loses his second bout, but takes a stock in the process. Manchester leads game 2 with a stock, and we throw out Og to clean up. He makes quick work of Bethel's hero to win the series and advance Manchester's Gleck record to 2-0. 2 hours after Smash, Manchester competed against Ohio Northern University and Rocket League. And unfortunately we lost, but we had some shining moments.
Manchester, great shot from Manchester. 10 seconds left. Manchester has to get the shot. Manchester gets the final shot.
Freshman Kwa, aka Ben, hits 2 crazy goals to keep Manchester in play, but ONU gets an OT goal and wins game 2. ONU kept their momentum in game 3, beating Manchester 3-0, dropping their record to 1-2 on the season. And for the last match of the week, Manchester played against Milwaukee University in a best-of-3 League of Legends match. Beat Milwaukee pretty convincingly, winning the series 2-0. And they got to this point by some amazing play calls from freshman Gabriel, aka Armstrong Boys, that got Manchester the early game. Game 1 was won pretty easily and had a crazy stat line for Gabe, leaving the game with a 24-2 KDA. Talk about a carry. Game 2 had their hiccups, but Manchester found their groove and ended the game, advancing their record to 1-1 in the season. And that's it for last week's recap. You can catch this week's match schedule here. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll also be starting 2 new series, Esports for Noobs and For Fun, or whatever. It won't have a name, it's just fun videos. Esports for Noobs will just be tips and guides and tricks on how to watch collegiate esports. Yeah, I think I ended there. Bang.